Gather everyone, we're about to sing the LeBron James' old song. And I don't care how offbeat I am. We got rappers out here rapping offbeat. And then these idiots out here considered to be
This
the GOAT.
bum 40.
Now everybody says, oh.
Get him off a court.
LeBron James is old.
He can't run up and down the
He's
court.
old. He's old. He's old.
And he old.
He's old. He's old.
Slew-footed ass bastard, you.
He's old. As we all know, this has been the talk of a discussion for the last 3 to 4, 5 seasons now when it comes to LeBron James. Many people question his mortality on the court. When is he going to call it quits? When is it going to be the end? This year alone, we have seen an aging LeBron James that probably needs to retire pretty soon. We have all seen it. We're not going to shy away from it. We're not going to act like it's not happening. And everybody gets so caught up in, he's putting up a triple-double, but they're not winning. Triple-doubles are useless if you're pad-statting your stats and you're still losing. So why does it matter? Out there wasting energy. But anyways, after Friday night's game against Atlanta, when they lost to Atlanta by 2 points, I think it was 134 to 132 in overtime, that question came up again. An article in the Breacher, I said pronounce that right? Breacher Report. I feel like I said the Bleacher Report. And it says in this article, LeBron James was once again talking about his NBA mortality after posting that triple-double in the loss on Friday. Speaking to reporters following the game, James acknowledged his time is very limited when asked about being on the verge of turning 40 and if fans still appreciate what he's still capable of doing on the court. He says, I'm not going to play the audio. He says, we'll see what happens going forward. James said at the end of the series, I don't know. It's actually relating to the question that was actually asked in the 2003 Western Conference Finals when he first teased the retirement. Sorry, I had to go back a little bit. Because remember when he first teased that retirement after they lost in the Western Conference Finals against the Nuggets? Yeah. So this is what he said at the end of that series. He says, we'll see what happens going forward. James at the end of the series, I don't know. I got a lot to think about, to be honest. Just me, for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball, I got a lot to think. But yeah, everybody remembers that. People thought that was kind of taken away from Carmelo Anthony, who was retiring the same year. I think that, yeah, Carmelo retired after the 2023 season. So the subject was recently brought up by James when he said he's not going to play that much longer. After a victory over the Memphis Grizzlies on November 13th, he said this. I said the other night, I'm not playing until the wheels fall off. I think you are. But anyways, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be the guy who's disrespected.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Let me read that one more time before I start laughing. I was trying not to laugh. I'm not going to be the guy who is disrespecting the game because I just wanted to be out on the floor. That won't be me, James added. Yeah, I was trying not to laugh at that comment because we all know that's a bunch of cap and cap. Moving on. Amid all the talk, James has never given any indication of what the end will exactly be. He's certainly not at a point where he's disrespecting the game with his play. Even as he is a few weeks away from his 40th birthday on December 30th, James put up 39 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds in 43 minutes against the Hawks. It was the 7th triple-double of the season, matching his total from the previous 2 seasons combined. He's averaging 23 even points per game, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds per game, and 23 stars. Is this the end of the article? No, it's not. Despite the brilliant performance from James, the Lakers lost their 3rd game straight. Yada, 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 yada. After that loss, they dropped to, well, actually, I shouldn't say yada, yada, yada to that. This is how they started up the season. They started up the season 10-4. So far, they dropped 7 of their last 9 games, falling to the 10th in the Western Conference, and now, as of this video, it possibly could be 13-11, it could be 12-12, but they have a 12-11 overall record. James signed a 2-year, $101.4 million contract with the Lakers during the offseason. The second year of the deal is the player option with $56 million. Stands to reason he will play out his contract before making any decisions about his future. Of course he will. He want that money. You guys already know what I'm gonna say. You already know what I want to say. Just retire, my guy. Just go home and retire. As we all have said, and we all have thought this, the league don't really need him no more. There's other players to promote, but they won't do it for some weird reason. Well, we know why they won't do it, because he has his hand on this league and Adam Silver's head. People act like we making conspiracy theories. This fool has the league by, the waivers. He can do anything he want. That's why he can bring J.J. Redick on board, and J.J. Redick is completely useless at this point. But anyways, yeah. And the whole talk about he don't want to disrespect the game, you are. You disrespect the game by statting your statting, stat padding, whatever you want to say, call it. He's doing it. That's how he's disrespecting the game. But his little fanboys don't see that. And I saw so many of them on Friday night after the game. Everybody talk about his age, but he's still putting up 39 points and yeah. Well, look at Jordan. Jordan wasn't doing that when he was his age. And for the last damn time, the league was different back then. We all see that these guys don't play defense now. Back then, you had to play defense. It was brutal. Very brutal. Especially with Jordan and his banged up knee, banged up ribs, retirement, coming out of retirement, losing the weight, something that LeBron never had to do. But I guess people like Shannon Sharp, he retired, he left the game, he quit. No, he won 6 rings, did all he possibly could do with the game, and decided to step away because he did all that he can do. He pretty much left the game in 98, basically being the GOAT. He ain't need the Washington years. We all know this. But the reason why LeBron keeps playing, he's not just playing because for the love of the game. No, he keeps trying to pad his numbers to make himself look better than what he is. Trying to get somehow, some way closer to Jordan's ghost, but it's never going to happen. No matter how hard he tries, it's like catching the wind with this guy. But anyways, I wouldn't expect the stands to understand anything because their brains are so small. They got smoother brains. They don't understand anything. Only thing they understand is somebody's talking about their king, and you must bow and kiss the tip of their king, which is never going to happen. Ever going to happen. At least not on this channel, it won't be. And now some of these guys who are probably on the fence, I'm starting to see this too. These guys on the fence, I'm starting to see a lot more channels talk about, maybe LeBron James should hang it up. Maybe he should do this. And I said this before last week. No, don't come over here now. It's far too late. Y'all was on the fence or trying to act like fanboys and everything because you didn't want to deem as being toxic or hating or nothing. Nope. Don't come over here now. But anyways, there was another thing I wanted to bring up. The biggest thing. They also said that LeBron may retire if they don't make it to the playoffs. We'll see about that. Because what I just said at the end of the article, that player option he has, or the extension and all that, maybe he'll play that out for next year so he can get all of the money. Or maybe he'll just figure out money ain't worth it and I just quit and call it quits. How old is his second son, Bryce? Is he a senior or something like that? He has to go 1 year into... No. Just end the clown show altogether for the sake of everyone, for the sake of the NBA and its fans. Just end the clown show. We don't need to see you play with the other son. You play with your older son. And that turned out to be a freaking clown show, a continuing clown show. Just go away like all the supposed greats. 'Cause everybody thinks he's great, but whatever. Just do what your fellow greats did. Just retire in dignity. Don't sit here trying to pad your, pad your stats and get your sons into the league and just go away, man. We saw you. You know, there's people. I talk to people. Last thing before I leave out, I have talked to people that weren't even born when this guy first was drafted into by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I know it's not shocking, but when you think about it, it's like, wow, I'm talking to people who never saw LeBron James not being in the league. Crazy. Gather everyone, we're about to sing the LeBron James' old song. And I don't care how offbeat I am. We got rappers out here rapping offbeat. And then these idiots out here considered to be
This
the GOAT.
bum 40.
Not everybody says, oh.
Get him off a court.
LeBron James is old.
He can't run up and down the
He's
court.
old. He's old. He's old.
And he old.
He's old. He's old.
Slew-footed ass bastard, you.
He's old. He's old.
Balding
He's
ass
old.
bastard running up the court. Look
He's
at
old.
him. He can't
He's
run.
old.
He's old.
He's old.
That
He's
nigga
old.
40.
He's old. He's old.
Bum ass.
He's old. He's old.
Oh my
He's
God, I
old.
can't believe the
He's
Lakers are
old.
letting this go.
He's old. He's old.
His son
He's
sucked
old.
too. Taking
He's
him and his son out of the league.
He's old.
Bum ass.
He's old.
Nigga old.
Whoa, 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 whoa.